Okay guys, welcome back to another Footista Zone video. We have the 21-4 season cards which are coming out as of today. I was hoping to get this video up yesterday, but they didn't actually release any of the cards. Well, very few. It wasn't really worth making a video based on it. But they have as of this morning, so let's have a quick look. So this is the 21-4 season, as you can see here. First thing I noticed that they haven't added any teams, but noticeably they haven't taken any teams away. Still only Inter Milan. We used to have AC Milan, but they're gone now, and they haven't brought them back for whatever reason. Maybe they couldn't get the rights to them. But there are some noticeable changes. I've been following the Footista Twitter. And first thing I want to point out is we've got this Alphonso Davies, Kevin De Bruyne and Virgil van Dijk. Now you can see there is like a kind of like an X pattern through here, and this is completely different even to the original like World Star cards. I don't think they have one on this page to compare it to. But what these are is these are some new variations of players that we're getting. This one, I don't know if you can see just here, if I can zoom in slightly. It says Best 11. So these is a new series, a new variation of the cards, which they used to do from the early 2000s to mid 2000s. They would do like a Best 11 collection from a particular season. I think these ones are taken from the 2019-2020 season. Obviously they don't have the rights to some players for some clubs, so they're only going to be able to show the ones they have, which is probably why we've only got these 3, to be honest. But they may release more in other waves or as extra content, I don't know. But I like the design, I like the grey. I think they really stand out. The only nitpick, I love to nitpick, is that we got yet another Virgil van Dijk and yet another Kevin De Bruyne, and we only just got Kevin De Bruyne like last wave of cards, and we got Virgil van Dijk maybe 2 series ago, as well as Alphonso Davies, sorry. And another critique I would have is, yeah, I can understand Best 11 De Bruyne and Virgil van Dijk, but Alphonso Davies, he did have a good Champions League, there's no doubt about that, but maybe they're just clutching at straws to sort of pad the series out, I don't know. But anyway, I'm happy to see some different variations. Again, we got a new Jan Oblak, who is a special star, so he's going to be the rarest card of this wave. He's ranked at 93, which means once we rank him up, he's going to be around 95, which is the same as Alisson Becker, who is the current sort of best goalkeeper you can get. So now we've got 2, and he's going to be a special one, which is like the highest card you can get of the different variations, which is pretty good. And we've got another Pjanic here for Barcelona, another Paulo Dybala. This is only the second version of him that we've got. He's down to 86. The original one we got was ranked at 90. After rank up, he's going to be about 88, so that's not too bad. A Vidal. We've got a Saka. Another thing that's interesting about Saka is they've brought back another card variation, which if I zoom in here, which is the breakthrough. This is again something they used to do back in the WCCF days, where you used to, if a player had a particularly good season, they would have a breakout card, which is what we have here. They've brought that back, which I really like. And he's 83 now, but he'll be about 85 after he's ranked up. Now, I've been using this card in some of my earlier videos, and he's only ranked at about like 75, I think. So he's had quite the step up, which is always good to see. You've got a Thomas Milner, but no one else particularly of note on the advertising screen anyway. And we'll go over to the premium scouts. So we've got, like I said, we've already spoken about De Bruyne. He's going to be the #1 card to get from the premium scout lineup. We've got a Leroy Sané, and we've got a James Milner, who is another variation. This is, I think they call it Best Moment. This is actually new. I'm not familiar with the with the reasoning behind this, but this is a best moment James Milner card. I think what they're trying to do is get some legends of the game who are still currently active and trying to make different sort of variations on that. He's got kind of like a gold background here. If he was a Liverpool player, it'd be similar to this Bayern Munich one, where it'd kind of be predominantly red, but the colour of this one is predominantly gold. But yeah, there's another variation. As far as I'm aware, he's the only best moment card of this particular series you can get. But they may release more cards, card information as the day goes on. But I'm going to go tonight to find out what's going on anyway, try and see if I can get any. Again, it's mainly these three, maybe Koke if you want to stretch it out a bit, but these other ones I'm not particularly interested in. Nothing really stands out, it's just padding. So lastly, we just want to have a quick look at the full list of players here. So we've got a Rob Holding and Saka we already spoke about, and they've added BT there for breakthrough. Virgil van Dijk, best 11, James Milner, best moment, and we've also got a new Minamino. They've ranked him at 81. Obviously he's at Southampton now on loan. He's had a reasonably good time there, bagged a couple of goals. He's been playing a lot more. Maybe 81's a bit generous, I think. Maybe 79, 80. Ranked up, he's going to be about 83, which it's not too bad. I do rate Minamino as a player if people just actually pass to him, but nobody does. Man City, we've got Ruben Diaz, we've got De Bruyne, and interestingly we've got another Aguero. So the only Aguero card we've had since Footista launched in 2019 was the very first wave of cards. Like the when you start playing the game, it just gives you 11 cards that you can use, and Aguero was included in that. And we haven't seen Aguero since until now. And now we have another one just as he's about to leave Manchester City, which is probably why they chucked him in here, just why they still had the rights to the card, churn him out. And he's ranked at 85, which I think is similar to his original card. Down we've got Giovanni Reina. He's another breakthrough card, American, probably trying to appeal to the American demographic, which is why they've chucked him in there. I'd like to have seen Jude Bellingham as a breakthrough card. When I learnt that they were doing breakthrough cards, I kind of assumed that Jude Bellingham would be in there, but he's not. Maybe next time. David Alaba, Alphonso Davies we've already spoken about. We've got Leroy Sané, which we've already spoken about. And Aaron Ramsey. This is only the second version of Ramsey that we've had. And Dybala we already spoke about. And Jan Oblak. Moving down into the Japanese cards. They did this to me last time. They released only one of each, and I got pretty excited that maybe they're Sega are actually listening and they're actually focusing more on the European players and the young European players, the up and coming ones, because people are interested in the rookie cards. They want to get those ones. So they dropped the amount of Japanese players, but what they actually did is they waited until the last minute and then they just added a ton more Japanese players, which was really frustrating. So I highly expect them to do the same thing. At the bottom here we've got some extra cards. So these are some competitions that Sega are running at the moment where you can get a Naby Keita or a Raheem Sterling, but they've got Keita's country wrong. I think this at the moment this is Belgium. I think this is supposed to be green, but whatever. But they're running some competitions at the moment where you can win these two cards here, which I haven't got at the moment, but I haven't really been playing it, to be honest, because of the pandemic. Tokyo's been put into a state of emergency, and as a result of that, Sega have postponed all the competitions and tournaments because not everybody can play them, so some players would have an unfair advantage over others. But overall, I think this is a much better array of cards than we got last time. So I'm actually quite interested to get a few of these, especially these best 11 and the breakout cards. I want to try and win those. But overall, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Before I go, if you've managed to survive this long into the video, I do have a competition running, which I'll link the video in the description, where you can win a WCCF George Best card. That competition is still running. There's still time. The closing date is at the end of this month, and we'll be doing a draw on the 1st of June. We've had a really good, well, I've had a really good reception, much better than I thought. We have about 15, I think maybe 16 people who have entered by my small standards. I'm pretty happy with that. So if you want a chance to win it, then go over to the video, it explains it much more, and yeah, just enter, and good luck to you guys. But yeah, that's all I had to say for today. Thank you very much, guys. Thanks for joining me and listening to me prattle on about colourful cardboard. Thanks a lot, guys.